Hi YouTube. So today I'm going to be doing a Q&A video. I asked you guys to ask me literally anything you guys wanted to ask me on Instagram, Twitter. I have all of your questions here screenshotted on my phone, so I'll be going through all of them and answering them with you guys. I also just wanted to say thank you guys so much for all the support on YouTube. It's been actually insane and I'm having so much fun making these videos. I know you guys really like the vlog content, so I've been recording my vlogs on my phone and I really just want to get a nice camera and upgrade that for you and just kind of explore Austin with you guys. So I will be getting some more vlog content soon. Today we're going to be doing this Q&A, just kind of like get to know me a little better. I know that there's a lot of you that have been following me recently and don't know as much about me. A lot of my old followers know a lot of this already because I feel like on stream I'm kind of just an open book. So we're going to go through all these questions and just answer everything, and maybe you'll learn something new about me, maybe you won't, but I hope you guys enjoy the video. Do you prefer Twitch over YouTube? Honestly, I really love Twitch because it's more of like a live interaction. I get to chat with you guys right away. You guys are in chat. You guys are tech Wing, like doing all the little BTTV emotes that just make me laugh. So in a sense, I do prefer Twitch over YouTube. I like having that live interaction with you guys, and I feel like on YouTube, it's more so I'm just here talking to myself and then I get the feedback later. I like having the feedback now and just not having to wait for that. So in that sense, yeah, I guess I do prefer Twitch over YouTube. I have a lot of questions about this and they ask what my sexuality is. So I am straight, okay? I do make a lot of jokes with my roommates and a lot of the other females that I play with, but I am straight. Anyways, I like to mess around with the girls. We just love to joke around with each other. It's kind of the same thing as the guys where like they'll talk about, like, I mean, if you know Dre, then what Dre talks about doing with his homies, kissing the homies stuff.
It's 2021. If you're not gay, you're gay. Like, how do you not kiss the homies goodnight, bro? Like, what are you doing?
Like, that's the same thing with me and the girls, but I am straight. So I just wanted to clarify that because I did have a couple questions about that, and we'll just get that out there. Someone asked me, could you play mouse and keyboard and controller with the same round and switch when it seems useful? What you're talking about there is playing hybrid, and yeah, you can do that. You can switch inputs mid-game. I joke around about doing that often. Actually, probably this stream, I'll pick up my controller and plug that in. I know a lot of you guys hate when I talk about the controller and picking up the controller, but I love mouse and keyboard way too much to ever go back to controller. It's just more so like fun because controller is something that I always just grew up on. So I wanted to always just feel like riding a bike where I pick it up and I feel like I can just play it, you know? I always want to be able to play controller. But yeah, you can play hybrid mid-game in Apex. How bad did your tattoos hurt on a scale of 1 through 10? And when do you want to get more? I feel like for me, none of my tattoos have really like hurt. I don't know if that's just like a pain tolerance thing when it comes to getting tattoos, but none of my tattoos have really hurt. I think the most that it's hurt was on this tattoo when I was getting more up close over here, closer to the vein. But other than that, yeah, my tattoos, I don't think I really had like a pain with my tattoos. I would give it like a 3. Like, I don't know, my tattoos actually just didn't hurt for me. The roses one that I got, I sat there for 7 hours. I was completely fine. I was sitting there watching Twitch. I didn't have any sort of pain. I feel like the placement of my tattoos have made it super easy to not. They're in a spot where it just doesn't hurt. I don't know how to say this, but basically where I've gotten my tattoos, they just don't hurt. All right. And maybe, I don't know if that has to do with pain tolerance or the placement of the tattoos, but I really think it just has to do with the placement of the tattoos. I think if I got like a rib tattoo or something on my spine, that would hurt a lot. But when do I want to get more? I definitely want to get my next tattoo soon. I know what I want. I want to get it right here on this arm, and it's gonna be like a Kobe tattoo. It's not gonna be like Kobe exactly or like a portrait style of him. It's gonna be like Kobe but made more wolf, and yeah, I think it's gonna be really cute, and I'm super excited about that tattoo. I'm just kind of like, there's other things right now that I'm saving up for, like a new car and just other things that I need to buy before that. So when I can afford to get that tattoo, I will be getting it as soon as possible. But right now I'm working on getting a new car, so that's where my money will be going first. Are you ready for a relationship if it's the right person? Yes. Yes, I think if it was the right person, I would be ready for a relationship. I think for a long time I kind of shut myself out from that and just kind of closed that side off. But I think, yeah, if it was the right person and I was very interested in that person, I would open to a relationship. Quentin asks, how do you mentally handle solo queuing in Apex?
Why did he hit the fucking beacon mid-fucking fight? Is he dumb, stupid, or dumb?
I don't know if I actually mentally handle that correctly. I just try to stay as like patient and calm as I can, and I try to remember that I really do solo queue for fun. If you've ever solo queued, you know how it goes, but I just try really hard to remain calm and reminding myself that I am doing this for fun, and I am kind of doing it to challenge myself in a way. So if I ever do start to actually just tilt very hard, I'll just go switch to pubs or I'll go play with friends, because solo queuing, I don't think Apex is meant for solo queuing, and I really applaud those that do it because it's mentally draining for sure. Next homie says, can I smell your underwear?
What?
No. No, dude, what? Are you good? You can smell these nuts? Shit. Next question is, have you played Apex on console before? If so, why did you switch? Yes, so I played Apex on Xbox from the very beginning up until last February. I switched over to PC. And the reason I switched was it's just such a better gaming experience. I don't think there's really a way to explain it until you switch. But it's just a way better gaming experience. I also switched for streaming. I just wanted to have better quality, and I also really wanted to learn mouse and keyboard. I know that when I first switched to PC, I stayed on controller for like a year. That was always my end goal, was to learn mouse and keyboard. Now that I'm here on mouse and keyboard, the goal is to become MNK warlord. So we'll get there. But Joseph asked, have I ever been to Europe? So yes, the summer of, I believe it was 2015. I went to a school trip. It wasn't like a school trip. It was like you could sign up to go with a teacher on this trip to Europe. And I went to Europe and it was the greatest experience of my life. I want to go back so bad. My favorite place that I went to go visit was Prague, and it was just such a dream. I felt like I was just in a textbook seeing everything, or like on Google Maps, just like looking. I was like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm actually here. Like, it just looks exactly like the pictures and it just feels so surreal. So I want to go back so bad. Europe is my dream. I just want to travel all of Europe and so many other places that I really want to travel to, but I really want to go back to Europe. And that was the next question, is country you'd most like to visit. There are a lot of places I want to travel to that are on my bucket list. I really want to go, obviously, to Europe. I want to go to Japan. I want to go to Thailand. I want to go everywhere. I really want to travel everywhere. I'm such like a travel bug. I love traveling. I love camping. I love all of that. So I might want to like backpack through Europe or something. I don't know. I just really want to go travel everywhere. Lupin asks, I ain't got a question, but if these motherfuckers ain't left a like yet, what are they doing? Lupin, you right. What are they doing? Chat, or I guess you're not chat, but YouTube, if you haven't liked this video yet, make sure you like this video, leave a comment, and we'll get some more content soon. But yeah, there's Lupin's little bit in there. What are they doing? Joel asks, what's your favorite color? So I'm actually wearing it. Purple is my favorite color. My nano leafs are always purple, but I don't know. Always growing up, purple has been my favorite color. Purple or blue. Whoa. I just forgot how to talk for a second. Oh God, this guy, Aussie guy 009 asks, out of the household, who is the best Apex player and who is the worst? Homie, you are trying to ruin friendships right now. The best Apex player in the house has to be Kobe, 100%. This guy is so cracked. You guys will never see a better freaking Apex player in the world. He's number one on the Switch right now, so if you haven't checked out my dog Kobe, make sure you go follow my Instagram, because I post so many cute pictures of him. Homie out here really trying to ruin my freaking household. Sheesh. Jank asks, what is the one flaw you have that you really want to work on? Has it ever cost you grapply? I've never heard of that, but I'll assume he said greatly. I don't know. One flaw that I have so many. I have so many flaws. One that I actually have that I hate a lot is that I'm way too forgiving. I forgive people way too easily. It definitely has costed me a lot, because I will forgive people no matter what they do to me, but like, yeah, and I just forgive way too easy, and my friends hate it because they'll be like, why are you talking to this person, or why are you talking to this guy still? And I'm just like, I don't know. I have way too big of a heart, and I forgive way too easily. That's one of my flaws that I really hate and I want to work on, because not that, like, for me it's more so like I don't like to hold on to things. I feel like when you hold on to things, it'll affect you. and I just don't like to hold on to that kind of anger, so I let that go. But I think with the issue with being too forgiving is I shouldn't let those people back in that don't deserve to be in my life, and that's something that I've been really trying to work on. And I will always forgive, but I think I need to work on accepting that when people like that do you so wrong, it's okay to let them go and not have them in your life anymore. So that's something that I'm working on. Gunt asks, what's your favorite restaurant? Also, hi Gunt. My favorite restaurant is this Thai food place back home, and you guys will see it whenever I go back to California. I'll go there with my mom, and I will just, Thai food is my favorite food of all time. And I know that's another question that I have here, but Thai food is my favorite food of all time, and I really love Thai food, so that has to be my favorite restaurant. Next question is, who is your greatest inspiration? My greatest inspiration has to be my mom. My mom is an extremely hard worker. She came from absolutely the bottom and has gotten to where she is now. Just seeing how hard she works, and when she wants something, she actually just goes after it and won't stop until she gets it. I see myself the same way, and I get that from my mom. You know, who I want to be as a person, who I want to be as a mother down the road, okay? Down the road, not anytime soon, but down the road, that, you know, I just want to be like my mom. So my mom is my greatest inspiration. If you could do anything in the world, money aside, what would it be and why? That's a really good question. Travel. Travel. I guess it would just be traveling. That's all I want to do, is just go around and travel everywhere, explore all these new places. And yeah. Oh, another place that I didn't say that I really want to go to is Amsterdam. I know that's not like country, or I don't really know. I don't know the world, but I really want to go to Amsterdam. That's like one of my bucket list places that I want to go to. Notorious asks, longest you've ever stayed up playing games? I'd have to call like my high school, middle school homies on that one. We used to stay up hours playing video games. We would grind like all of the CODs, all of like zombies, everything. We just non-stop played video games. So I don't know. I just remember all the mornings staying up, sun was out, and my mom would be like, go to bed, what are you doing? Like, I'm playing video games with the homies. Next question is, would you love to have another dog? Honestly, no. I've had 2 dogs before, and it's just a lot of work. I think Kobe is enough, and he's amazing, and I love having 1 dog at a time. You know, when you get 2 dogs, it's hard to focus on, not that it's hard to focus on one or the other, but I think with 2 dogs, there's just a lot more work that you don't expect. A lot of people think that getting a second dog means that one will entertain the other, and that's just not the case. It's just a lot more work. And maybe it was just the second dog that I had. And also, I did not get rid of the second dog. I want to make that clear, okay? Because I know a lot of people will come for me and be like, oh my God, did you get rid of the other dog? Like, no. My second dog, well, I guess my other dog is with my ex, so he has her, and she's a very cute dog. She's also another husky. She is just a piece of work. She just needs a lot of attention. And when I had the 2, I was like, oh my God, I will never have 2 dogs ever again. I only just want 1 at a time. So yeah, I'll always just have 1 little baby at a time. Next question is, how many times have you moved? Would you live with streamers? Well, buddy, I actually have 2 really hot roommates, Tifa and Snow. So I do live with streamers. It's really funny because we're all on opposite schedules. So I'll be streaming during the day. I'm like, I think I'm the only person in the house with a normal schedule. So I'll wake up like 8, 10 in the morning. I'll stream all day, then go to bed at like a normal time. And then Tifa will be up from anywhere from like 2 in the morning all the way to like 10, 11 a.m. She's streaming, going crazy in the middle of the night. And then Snow's just like, Snow's on her own schedule, all right? She could be anywhere from like 3 in the morning to like late at night. But yeah, I do live with streamers right now, and it's like the greatest experience I've ever had. They are the greatest roommates. I love them so much. How many times have I moved? Born and raised in California. So I've lived in 3 different houses in California. The house that I grew up in, and then when my parents split up and divorced, my mom and I went and lived in a duplex together. After that, I moved to Florida. And then after Florida, I lived in Hawaii. And then after Hawaii, I moved back to Cali, but it was in a different home. And then I moved over here to Texas. So I don't really know how many times that is. I'm sure Lupin will put a little counter of how many times I've moved, but yeah, that's all my experience with moving. Moving, whoa. And yeah, I do live with streamers now. Rob wants to know, do I have any other hobbies other than gaming? Yeah, my piano. So I play my piano a lot. I used to be extremely into sports, but because of my knees being so bad and having 2 knee surgeries, I'm unable to play sports anymore, which is really sad. Tifa and I have been talking a lot about getting a gym membership and going to the gym a lot again. So hopefully I can like pick up some sports again, like just playing on the side and doing that. Other than that, I love to sing and play the piano, and yeah. Which follows into the next question is, can you play the piano for us? So yes, I will have Lupin insert a clip here of me playing the piano, maybe me playing and singing. I don't know. Probably me just playing because I'm a little too shy. But yeah, I'll insert that clip here. Who do you consider your mouse and keyboard mentor? Who did you ask for suggestions and advice? So the person that actually helped me while I was moving to mouse and keyboard was Reptar. He helped me find my sense. He helped me find the keybinds that I really wanted. You know, if I was playing and I was like, dude, like this is super uncomfortable. Like I don't like this, or, you know, it's really hard for me to press this key. He would help me figure out what would be better for me, and he was probably like the best mentor I could ever have as when it comes to finding my sense and figuring out my keybinds. A lot of people will make fun of me for my keybinds because mine are just not normal, but it's what works for me, and I think that's the biggest thing to remember when you switch to mouse and keyboard is to find what works for you and not try to be somebody else. Who I look up to as far as mouse and keyboard, obviously Reptar. I look up to Hal. Hal is probably, you guys will always catch me in the VIP list, viewer list for Hal. I'm always watching Hal. He's just so good. His aim is just insane, and he has a lot of little things that he does that if you really just sit there and pay attention to what he's doing, you can pick up a lot of things just by watching him. And that goes for a lot of the streamers that I watch. I'll always like pay attention to little details and see what exactly they do to help try to improve myself. So Hal has been a really big inspiration for me. He's always been like somebody that I really look up to. Zach, obviously, I've picked up a lot from Zach recently. I know he's a bald idiot, but I've been paying attention to the little things with Zach, and I feel like I see little improvements in myself there too. There are a lot of people that I watch and look up to. So those are just, I would say, my top 3 of people that I constantly watch and I'm getting tips from and help from. So yeah. Justin wants to know, how do I feel about socks with Crocs? I mean, hey, do you, dude? Do you? You want to wear socks with Crocs? Be my guest. Come on down. Can we insert that clip? There's this Vine where this girl, and I always quote this. I don't know who knows this Vine, but I always quote it and nobody gets it with me. Wow, I really need a posture check. I've gone from like sitting up to being good to like completely slouching, like, what up, dudes? There's this Vine that goes, I'm going to Disney World on October 3rd, so if you want to come on down, come on down. And I always quote that, and nobody ever gets it. So if you get it, or insert the clip so now that you guys can get it and quote it with me.
I'm going to Disney World October 3rd, so if you want to come on down, come on down.
Yeah, I don't care about socks with Crocs. You do you, bro. If you want to come on down, come on down. Nav wants to know, if I could change one thing in the gaming community, what would that be? If I really could change something in the gaming community, it would be the way that the women are seen in the gaming community and how they are treated in the gaming community. Definitely when I first started Twitch, it was way worse than it is now. I feel like it's calmed down a lot and it's getting better, and people are being more accepting of women in the gaming community and understanding that we are really here to game and we're just trying to gain the same respect and work just as hard as the guys. So I think that would be it. Other than that, I don't really know what I would change. This is such a good question, but I don't know the answer to this. This question is, what's your best memory from a game or about a game? I have so many good memories. I don't know, I guess this would be like a memory really, but when I was a baby, my family and I were sitting around the TV and we were playing on the Nintendo, okay? So this was like years and years ago. I was a small baby. My family was trying to beat this racing game and nobody could beat it, okay? My brother couldn't beat it. My sister couldn't beat it. My mom couldn't beat it. Nobody. And I was so small small and I picked up the controller and I played that little racing game and I beat it on first shot, and they were pissed. They were pissed because they couldn't believe that this little baby just beat this video game that they had been trying to beat for so long. So that's probably like one of the best memories. Also, just growing up playing video games with my brother has to be another one of my really good memories. I guess best memory for Apex? I don't know. I feel like I have way too many. There are so many good moments on Apex, and I just have such a good time playing with my friends. Greek God wants to know, do I know how to execute a Wally? You want to know if I can execute a Wally? Come on down. No, okay. Redo. I guess you'll have to find out. That's a good one. Next question is, do I have any gaming tattoos? If you don't, would you get one? I don't have any gaming tattoos right now. I wouldn't get any sort of like legend tattooed on me. Maybe I would get a kunai, but I don't know. I don't know if I would ever get... I would get something like gaming related, because I guess gaming is such a big part of my life and Twitch is such a big part of my life. But I wouldn't get like any sort of like character of a game on my body or anything. I definitely probably would get something related to gaming just because it's such a big part of my life. UK wants to know, what got you into gaming and streaming in the first place? What got me into gaming was my older brother. I always grew up watching him play video games, and one day he got really bored and none of his friends were online, and he said, grab the controller, I'm gonna teach you how to play. And the first game I learned how to play was Modern Warfare 2. That was my first shooter game. We had always played other games before, like Zelda, Mario Kart, Super Smash Bros, all that stuff, Mortal Kombat. But my first like FPS game was Modern Warfare 2, and that's what really got me into gaming. Once I started playing Modern Warfare 2, I just did not stop playing video games, and it was a constant battle of fighting over the Xbox with my brother. What got me into streaming? I was always kind of the viewer. I was also a mod. And a lot of my friends had told me like, Clara, you'd be really good at this. And I was like, this seems so amazing, but I don't know if I would be good. Like, I don't know. It just seemed really nerve-wracking. And I was like, you know what? F it. I'm going to try it. You know, I really have this strong feeling that I would be really good at this and I would really enjoy this. So I did it. And ever since the first day that I started streaming, I haven't stopped. So I really love streaming, and I'm so grateful to be able to do this every single day. Stix wants to know, how happy are you throughout the accomplishments that you've achieved so far? Also, I love you. Stix, love you too. I am extremely proud and happy with the accomplishments that I've made so far. I think I've worked really hard, and there are only bigger and better things coming. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep working hard and hope to accomplish everything that I want to accomplish. Michael wants to know, last relationship and why it ended. My last relationship was 2 years ago. My last relationship ended because I realized that the person I was with wasn't someone I could see myself spending the rest of my life with. At some point, I did see myself spending like an entire life with this guy, and at some point it hit me that he wasn't treating me the way that I wanted to be treated, and he just... I don't want to make it sound like he's a bad guy, because he's not a bad guy. I really do think that he is a good person and he has a really good heart, but I just don't think that we were going to be together forever anymore. And so I think that's the biggest reason of why we're not together. And so when I made that decision, I left him and now I've just been single ever since. So Aiden wants to know, something you want to accomplish in terms of gaming. Something I want to accomplish is probably join one of my dream orgs. So a dream org for me would be something like TSM, Energy, Complexity, Squid. So yeah, I think that's something that I want to accomplish. I also want to accomplish, I want to do something, I don't know exactly yet, but I really want to be, a big thing for me is I really want to be an inspiration for women, and I want to help them feel comfortable and safe when it comes to streaming and gaming. So I want to accomplish something in terms of that, but I don't know exactly what I would do yet. I just know that those are two of my goals. So Hayden wants to know, do I ever go through my ex-boyfriend's Instagram to see how they're doing? No. No. I think if he like pops up on my timeline, then like I'll just be like, oh, looks like he's doing well, but I'll never like actually just like open up his Instagram and be like, what is he up to? You know, I think my ex is my ex for a reason. He should remain in the past, so I shouldn't really worry about him too much anymore. King wants to know, would I ever consider playing ranked with a really small streamer? Yes. I never care about like numbers or anything like that. As long as I can vibe with you and we have fun, that's all I actually care about. I would rather sit there and have fun playing with people that I'm sitting there laughing with than sitting there playing with people that is just awkward and uncomfortable. How do I deal with the hate that comes to women in the gaming community? This is a really big question. I got a lot of questions about this. When I first started streaming, I really let that hate and negativity get to me. But now the way I see it now the way I see it is I've worked extremely hard for all the accomplishments that I've achieved. At the end of the day, I know that I've worked really hard for everything that I have now. At the end of the day, they're just keyboard warriors who are insecure and jealous, and that's all I can say. There will always be hate to like men or women. I think it really has to deal with how you deal with it. And the way I'm kind of dealing with it right now is I really don't care. You know, people can say what they want about me now. At the end of the day, I know how hard that I've worked, and I think that's a big thing to remember and remind yourself. That's a big thing to remember and remind yourself is only you know your worth, okay? And if you let other people bring you down and talk negative about you, that's only gonna let it get to you more. So you just have to constantly remind yourself, you've worked hard for this. You know how much work you've put into it. And when it comes to the women and the hate, these men are just jealous, okay? These men are just jealous. Tato wants to know Coca-Cola or Pepsi. Honestly, I don't like either, but I am a whiskey drinker, so Jack and Coke, so I will go with Coke. I'm not a huge fan of soda. The most soda I'll ever have is with a Jack and Coke, or if I go to a restaurant, I'll get a Shirley Temple. But other than that, I don't really care for soda. Juice wants to know what drives you, what's the motivation to get to where you want to be. So I always like to set short-term and long-term goals for myself, and I think that's really my biggest motivator. I also really want to make my mom proud and make my family proud, so that also motivates me is like, I'm in bed and I'm like, I really just don't want to stream today. And I'm like, think about your goals, think about what you want to accomplish, think about your mom, you know? And for me, that's what really gives me the drive to get up and do this every single day. Hamith wants to know, does everyone in your family share your signature laugh? I think my brother has my laugh. My brother and I have the same laugh. But other than that, my sister kind of like laughs like a hyena, and my mom, I think my mom kind of has the haha too. I think it would be me, my mom, and my brother all share the same haha. So yeah, I guess it's kind of like a family thing, but I think it's mostly a me thing, to be honest. Martin wants to know, do you ever see yourself being an owner of an org? I've talked about this on stream before. Basically, what I said was, I think where I see myself going with streaming and this whole esports everything is down the road, once maybe in a lot of years, when I'm over streaming and I want to move on and do something new. I do have a couple goals of getting into the esports organizations as like a manager or something like that, doing something that gets me more involved. I want to stay in like the esports world, and then one like extremely huge goal that like maybe down the road would be to have my own org, and I think that would be really, really dope. Chat and I have joked about having the at work org, and everyone would be this person at work, Clara at work, Kobe at work. Like it would just be super cute. So I think if I ever did have the funds and the right platform and everything, I would. But yeah. Rick wants to know best tacos I've had in Austin. So there's this taco truck literally like 5 minutes from our house, and I swear to God, those tacos are so good. I haven't really had too many taco places, but that taco truck is really good. And then the only other place I've had tacos from is this place in downtown Austin called Taco Joint. Those tacos are really good too. Natty, my naughty little sugar plum sweet drop of candy cane, wants to know, what's my #1 fear in a relationship? I guess my #1 fear in a relationship is getting cheated on. I guess that would be anyone's fear in a relationship, right? You would hate to spend so much time with a person and them to just do you dirty, or, you know. I don't know, I guess that would be my biggest fear in a relationship. Homie Dre from my Instagram wants to know, how big are them? G wants to know, would I date Imperial Hal? No, Hal is my brother. That is just incest. That is wrong. I would never date Hal. Michael wants to know, what's something you want in a man? I want a man that's caring. I want a man that's funny, that can make me laugh. I just want a man with a good heart. That's it. When I see myself the rest of my life, it's just somebody that has a really, really good heart, and, you know, that's it. That's all I could say. Perry wants to know, do you have a thing for Drac? No. Listen, Drac and I will joke on stream, but the reality of that is Drac and I are just homies, and nothing will ever happen with Drac and I ever, period. And we both know that. So for us to be able to joke like that, it's just really easy because we both know that like we'll never see each other like that, and we're just homies. So No, I don't have a thing for track. Meg wants to know, are there any other games you've been looking to try out? So I say this all the time, but I really want to play Valorant. I mess around in Valorant in the deathmatch mode, but I really want to play like the actual like ranked and like game mode of Valorant. I see all my friends playing it and I'm really intrigued by it. So I just need someone that can sit down and teach me everything about Valorant. And once I get like decent at Valorant, I'll probably stream it. But that's one game that I really want to try out. Warzone, I dip around in off stream a little bit and it's really fun, but I don't know if I would ever stream it. Travis wants to know, if Apex offered to create a character based on you, what would your ultimate be? It would probably be like a ha like echo that anytime I laughed, it like echoed and like pushed all the teams back. If that makes sense. I feel like that's what my ultimate would be. What kind of first date is best in your opinion? Movie, dinner, drinks, hiking, etc. I think for a first date, the best thing to do for a first date would probably be like a dinner. Like, it doesn't matter if you cook the dinner, or I mean, it depends on also how much you know the person. I think if you're meeting the person for the first time, going out to dinner somewhere would be better. You want to have like an open setting, somewhere where you can kind of leave if it goes south. Yeah, I think dinner is a good place. If you're asking what like a perfect date would be, for me, it really doesn't matter. I think like as long as you're in really good company, anything could be like the most perfect date. So like if you cook me dinner, if you take me to like a picnic and we just chill and watch a view or something, like that's cute to me. So what is your go-to comfort album / artist when you're sad? Drake or Billie Eilish. I really like all of Billie Eilish's music, so when I'm sad I really like to listen to her. There's a song by Drake called Jungle, and that is my song. I can listen to that song on repeat every single day, and especially when I'm sad, that song is my like comfort song. CJ asked, what are your goals for the rest of the year? Something I want to accomplish this year. I've tweeted about it. I've talked about it on stream. I really want to join an org. I want to make that part of my goal this year, whether it be one of my dream orgs. Actually, no, I want it to be one of my dream orgs. This year, I want to join one of my dream orgs that I talked about earlier, whether it be NRG, TSM, Complexity, Liquid, like any of my dream ones. And then I also want to accomplish becoming a top female Apex streamer. So a lot of people take that the wrong way when I say that I want to be one of the top female Apex streamers. People think that I'm trying to like compare and say other things about the other female streamers, or that say that I want to be better than them, and that's not what I mean by that. I mean that I want to be alongside them and be a top streamer alongside them. Those are my two goals for this year: is join one of my dream orgs and become one of the top female Apex streamers. How old were you when you did the first iconic ha ha ha? Probably since the womb? I don't know. I remember like people starting to point out my laugh in like middle school and being like, oh my god, your laugh is so funny. Like when you laugh, I laugh. And I'm just like, what? Like I never got it. But now, especially on Twitch, you guys talk about my laugh all the time. So I guess that's that. Boom wants to know, what did I do before streaming? So I just kind of like worked regular jobs. I think the only regular job that I didn't work that was right before I started streaming, actually I was doing this while I was streaming, was I was a photographer. I did wedding photography, I did couples photography, I even did some birth photography. So I'm really into taking photos, and I had a business for a little bit and I was actually really successful in that. I started streaming, found an extreme huge passion in this, and I just dove headfirst into this. I was doing photography and streaming both together for a little bit, and then once I moved to California, that's when I really did streaming full time. Aden wants to know, what's been on your mind lately? You've been doing okay. How's your mental health? A lot of you guys asked this question as well, asking about my mental health, because I did talk about this on my park vlog, and I kind of opened up to you guys and was just telling you guys where I was at in my mental a little bit. And honestly, I've been doing a lot better. I still have my bad days, and I'll still have my off days for sure, but I think I'm doing a lot better than when I was doing that park vlog. When I was doing that park vlog, I was really depressed. I was really sad. I wasn't doing so great. I've been doing exactly what I talked to you guys about. I've been taking the steps in bettering my mental. I've been getting out more. I fixed my stream schedule. So Monday through Friday, I'll stream all day, but Saturday and Sunday, I'll stream 4 hours, whether it be in the morning or at night. And that way I do get out. I go see my friends. I spend more time talking to my family and taking the steps to be better in my mental. My mental health is probably the biggest thing to me, and I'm really working on it because I want to be happier, and I have been happier. And I think that reflects a lot on my streams too. I've been getting a lot of comments lately of, Clara, wow, like you seem so much happier lately. Like what happened? Like what are you doing? And it's just really, I've just been taking care of my mental health, not only getting out more and and not being so stuck in the house. But Tifa and I have also been talking a lot about getting a gym membership, and we're gonna be doing that every single day, Monday through Friday, going to the gym either before stream or after stream, cooking more. But yeah, I've been a lot happier, I've been a lot healthier, and I'm just taking all those steps to get to where I want to be. You know, I'm still not done. You know, once you start feeling happy, you can't stop doing all those steps, because then you'll just fall right back into it. You have to keep at it and keep trying to make yourself happier and taking those steps into bettering your health. So that's where I'm at. I'm really happy right now. My streams have been doing really well. That makes me happy. My social life is doing really well. I'm starting to explore Austin more, and you guys will see all those vlogs coming up soon. So but anyways, I appreciate you guys so much for watching this video. Thank you for all the support, whether it be on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, my Discord, anywhere. I seriously appreciate all the support, and we're only getting started, chat. I have a lot of really big things in the works and a lot of things coming up behind the scenes. I can't talk about any of it, I can't hit about any of it, but I'm super excited to see where we go with the rest of the year. Today is 4/20. Let's go, baby. By the time you guys see this video, it'll be Sunday. So happy Sunday. I hope you guys have an incredible Sunday. Again, thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure you hit that like bucket. Make sure you guys hit that like button, comment, subscribe, and let me know what kind of videos you want to see. I do want to do more challenge videos, with whether it be with Tifa, Snow, Zach, anybody. I am going to start doing more vlogs, and I'm going to go record me playing the piano right now so I can insert that into this video. So I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.